As the new funding model targeting students in universities and TVETs continues to generate more heat in the country, university students continue to insist that the new proposed funding model would generate more casualties than beneficiaries. Chief Justice Martha Koome and NARC Kenya party leader Martha Karua on Thursday similarly raised issues with the funding model, terming it as discriminatory.
As first-year students continue to join various universities in the country, the issue of funding through the new higher education funding model seems to be a thorn in the flesh of many parents and students who continue to insist for the old system, which they term as indiscriminate.
During admission, we have found out that most of the people have been placed in band 4 and 5. And one of the MTI, they suggest that they will consider the high school that you went. And most of our students and most of the needy students have been taken to maybe scholarship like Equity Bank. They have all the scholarship. So you can go to Alliance with a scholarship, maybe from a private agent. But now when they come and consider that you went to Alliance High School, they think that you are managing that, and they will place you maybe in that band, not knowing how you survived in high school.
Despite the government allocating 82 billion shillings in the model since its launch last year, the model continues to spark reactions even within key stakeholders within government and the opposition.
That a child who has qualified to go to the university can be there crying, saying, look, I've been put in band 5. Is it band 5? When I ought to be in band 1, and therefore I cannot afford to go to the university. And when you follow, you find the child of a well-to-do family has been put in band 1.
Barely hours after University of Nairobi students issued a notice expressing their intention to rally a protest on September 2nd against the new higher education funding model, Machakos University students on Friday stated that the model spells doom for students from poor families who are a majority and therefore should be done away with.
They are saying that they are helping the more needy person, but now take a scenario of a more needy person taking an engineering course or a medicine course or a medical course. This person is going to have the 25% loan of the tuition, and is also given a help loan. So if you can imagine what this person is going to have at the end of this process, then it's more of a burden. So this system is like the President William Samoei Ruto is giving us loans to educate ourselves, then we give him back the loans after education. So we are not going to support that scheme.
During the unveiling of the new higher education funding model in May 3rd, 2023, President William Ruto stated that through the means testing instrument, the new funding model seeks to ensure that the able parents pay more compared to the less fortunate, as opposed to the differentiated unit cost that guaranteed every student's 80% of loans.
We need a funding model that is not focused on the university, but focused on the student. And that is why, in this new model, we are increasing scholarship and loan for students from vulnerable families from 80% to 95%. As it was difficult before, so it is now, but the right decisions need to be made anyway. We will celebrate them further down the road.
The model categorizes students into 5 financial bands, each offering different levels of government support based on a family's income and the financial needs of the student. University students are now calling upon the Kenya Kwanza government to listen to the views of the majority and at the same time asked all elected leaders in the country to intervene and raise voices and stop keeping quiet while students who are being exploited by the government. Theo Masharia for KUTV.